Do your Mr. Key challenges look like this? Well, today I'm going to show you my favorite way to beat Key's Hungry Challenge. It is bright and early on Monday morning in the Stardew Valley, and we are going to head over to Ginger Island to Mr. Key's Walnut Room and see what quests he has for us this week. We see the first quest is the 4 Precious Stones challenge, and the second is Key's Hungry Challenge. I like completing Key's Hungry Challenge early in my Stardew Valley saves so that we can unlock the harder skull caverns, and here we have to make it to level 100 without eating or drinking anything while we're there. Now let's go back home and sort our inventory. We're going to take with us stairs, mega bombs, 1 triple shot espresso, and 1 spicy eel. I'm going to go pick up some bombs from the dwarf since I didn't have any of those. And lastly, I'm going to take everything out of my inventory that I don't need and set up my hotbar so that everything that I need quickly is accessible to me. I'm also going to put on my fairy box trinket because every time you take damage, your fairy will heal you, which I think is very beneficial. The last piece of prep that we're going to do before we go is our rings. I have 2 combined rings. One is the protection ring and the vampire ring combined, and the second is an iridium band and an immunity band combined. And I almost forgot, we need to click on our Statue of Blessings and our Statue of the Dwarf King so that we can get our Blessing of Luck and also get stairs more often. And now we can head over to the desert and get ready for our challenge. A quick tip that I want to insert here is that if you go into your settings and go to the zoom buttons, you can add buttons that allows you to zoom in and out of your screen. I zoom all the way out so that I can see everything better. And before we head in, we're going to have our last meal of a spicy eel and a triple shot espresso, which gives us a little bit of a speed boost and some extra luck. Now, once we dive in, you'll see me using various amounts of bombs and staircases. I do tend to skip the monster areas because they take a lot of time to clear, and we have to start this very early in the day because we want to use the entire day to be able to get through the 100 levels. Now, every so often when you see me taking damage is where we see our fairy come into play, that when I take that damage, she gives us a little bit of health back with her magical powers. Now, one thing that has made these runs significantly easier for me is my sword. I have the Infinity Blade, which is the Galaxy Sword forged with 3 Galaxy Souls, and it also has the Crusader enchantment on it, which allows me to kill mummies without the use of bombs. We got very lucky at this part of the run where we ran into not 1 treasure level, but then we jumped down this hole and got a second one. Didn't get anything super great, but we'll take what we got. I will say I did get very lucky with this run with finding stairs and holes quite easily. It was only at 1 p.m. and we were already down 58 levels. It was at this point that I realized my inventory was overflowing, so I went through and threw out some things that I realized I didn't quite need and kept the things that I did want, like the ores, the gems, etc. I don't know if this is a myth or a Stardew hack, but I once heard that if you break all of the other rocks in a treasure room, you might be able to find a hole, which definitely helps you get down further a lot faster. At this point of the run, we were pretty far down in the Skull Caverns, and I wasn't too pressed for time, so I did spend a little bit of extra time collecting iridium ore and other gems as well. And just like that, we made it down 100 levels of the harder skull caverns with no food or drink and completed Mr. Key's Hungry Challenge. And for completing that, I got warp totems. Perfect. And that, my friends, is one way that you can complete Mr. Key's Hungry Challenge. As always, there's no right or wrong way to do this. You could take different rings, trinkets, food to start the challenge. This is just the way that I have found it easiest for me. As always, make sure you leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!